Time for the next part of the Pokemon type series. There are so many parts. I don't even know what number we're on at this point. I'm actually going to see how many we have left. Okay, 6 more types left. Poison, Dark, Steel, Rock, Dragon, and Flying. We're almost there. In this video, I decided to work on Psychic type. I had a fun idea for this one, so I'm excited to show you. Let's get to the sketch. I thought it'd be super cute for the Pokemon to go get a tarot card reading, cause they're psychic. Though I don't think it completely makes sense cause they're all psychic, so that'd mean they should all be experts in their field, but it's okay. I'm making Jirachi the one giving the readings, and it's a freaking Jirachi. Jirachi's probably got the most credentials out of all of them. The scene consists of Ralts bringing Mime Jr. along to get a tarot reading from Jirachi. Esper is there as a little helper. Gothorita and Musharna are also members of the Little Psychics group, and are watching the reading happen. Mime Jr. is confused by Musharna's cloud smoke thingy. I wanted to go crazy with her smoke. It's just so pretty. I tried to make the color scheme very purpley and pinky. The tiny cards are going to be tricky to paint, but I'll worry about that later. Here's the final sketch.
Sculpting!
I'm working on the table first, so I clay up my cylinder structure. And then roll out a long piece of clay and flatten it out, so I can wrap it around the bottom of the table. It's the tablecloth. I'm trying my best to ruffle it. Now I smooth it all in. And it's done.
Next.
Now I'm making the pillows. There are 2 of them that I clay up. I make the little details with tiny clay balls that I glue onto each corner. I roll out a long string of clay and cut it into pieces to make the tassels. Those are glued onto the balls. They're stacked and finished.
Next.
Pokemon time. Since Gothorita is the biggest mon in this project, I'll be working on her first. I clay up my foil and shape her dress. I make her legs, and glue them on. I don't know why I decided to not use wire for the legs. I feel like I should've. Everything turned out okay though. I shape the legs and smooth them in. I make her hair with a giant ball of clay, and stick a teardrop shape onto the end of each ball. Then I glue them into her head. Now I make a bunch of bows. There are 5 small bows and 1 big bow. They were pretty easy to make. I glue them all on. She's got so many. I make the arms next. Those weren't too difficult. I stick those on. And she's finished.
Next.
Musharna is a different beast. Her body is pretty easy. She's just mostly round with a tapier nose. And stubby little legs that I smooth in. It's this part that I went a little crazy with. I created this wire structure for the base of the smoke, so I can build clay onto it. I cover the entire thing first, all the way to the bottom. Then I can add the details with swirls and lumps of clay, just so I can match the smoke shape in my sketch. Once that's done, I stick Musharna to the smoke, and ta-da!
Next.
On to Ralts. I clay up my foil. Then it's time for the bowl cut. I kinda just flatten out a circle of clay and pop it on top of Ralts' head. I shape it so it looks more bowl cut-like. Then I draw in the lines. I've always wondered if that part is textured like hair, or if it's not hair at all. It's like some sort of helmet. These little triangle pieces are glued on top of their head. I add the creases into the body, then make the arms. So I kinda forgot to film the final product, but here's Ralts.
Next.
Time for Esper. Claying her up. Then I make her ears. I think Esper is supposed to be a cat? Alright, cause purr is literally in the name. Duh. I just always think of these types of ears as puppy-like. Esper has lots of fur tufts everywhere, and because she is so small, I struggled a lot. I made tufts for her cheeks and smoothed them in. Then bigger tufts for the top of her head. These are her legs, not tufts, but they do have the same vibe. These are the final tufts for the body. I made it through! I made the tail and then popped that on. Lastly, the arms. And done.
Next.
Time to clay up Mime Jr. I'm making a little disc to stick onto his head. I've always wondered if this was also hair. This one definitely comes off as a helmet to me. I blend everything in, and now make the poop shape that goes on top. A dollop of poo. With a ball. I add his feet and smooth on a bunch of little balls all around the body for his cute jester outfit. Adding the button, then I make his arms. He's complete. No, actually, he's not complete. I forgot one crucial part, but I didn't realize that until later.
Next.
Last Pokemon to make is Jirachi. I pop on the huge spikes so I can make the star shape that is Jirachi's whole head. The smoothing was pretty satisfying. I add on the bangs. And those little side dewdrop looking pieces. I pop on tiny little pointy feet. I made a little strip to cut out the 3 tassels that go on Jirachi's head. I glue them on. Then I make the arms. It kind of looks like Jirachi has long, flowy sleeves, so I try to sculpt that. Lastly, I make the ribbon pieces that flow down its back. They're gonna hold Jirachi up on the table. I glue them to the back, and Jirachi is complete.
Next.
This is for the tarot cards. I just cut out rectangles from a piece of clay I flattened out. I clean up the edges, and here they are. All the sculpts are done. They're ready to go into the oven and be prepped for painting.
Paint time!
I painted the table in magenta, layering on lots of coats. Once that's good, I brushed on some shading with purple. It's really hard to see. You can almost not see it at all, but it's there. I blended on highlights with yellow over on one side of the tablecloth. And here it is.
Next.
The first pillow is painted in orangey red, while the second pillow is painted purple. I painted the tassel bits yellow. Lots of tassels to get through. It was a little tough to get it neat around the balls. They're done.
Next.
Gotharita is painted a super dark purple, almost black, a light purple, and a white. Most of her body is painted with the dark purple. And I paint the little pattern on her face with the lighter purple. All her bows are white. I painted them all separately before gluing them back onto her body. Time for her face. I used 2 shades of pink for her lips. She's done.
Next.
Musharna is painted a deep purple and a light pink. Most of her body is painted purple, and I painted a cute flower-like design around her head. Her feet are supposed to be white, but I decided to paint it with a light pink because I had so much of it mixed and I thought, why not? I painted her cheeks and her sleeping eyes. Moving on to her smoke. It's a blend of orange, purple, magenta, and yellow. I just layer on all the colors and try my best to blend them together. Here's the smoke. And here's them both attached together.
Next.
Raltsa's body is painted all white. And then I mix a green for the bowl cut. Red is for the tiny triangle thingies. I still don't know what they are. They're like fins. I paint a little pink for the open mouth, and Raltsa's done.
Next.
For Esper, I mix a grayish purple. That color is used for her entire body. I go in with a lighter purple for her eyes. White paint is for the accents on the tip of her ears, hands, and feet. Now to complete the eyes. Her eyes are so funny and cute. I love how they just stare into your soul. Esper is done.
Next.
I painted Mime Jr. pink. His helmet thingy is a deep navy blue. So are his pants. I assume they're pants. Yes, here it is. I forgot to sculpt his red nose. I don't know how I forgot, but I did. I painted it separately and glued it on. I paint in his concerned-looking face. And he's finished.
Next.
Jirachi is last. I mixed a yellow and a teal. The rest is white. After I finish painting the body, I carefully paint the star yellow. I also paint the ribbon-like parts yellow. Teal is for those parts. I don't know what to call them. And for the eye marks. I paint in the face now. Can't forget the eye on the tummy. Done.
Next.
All the cards are a dark purple. I go in with yellow for the details. It's nothing too fancy, just a border and a Pokeball in the center. They all look different and kinda messy, but I still like them. The last card will have Gardevoir on it. I was nervous to paint this one because it's such a small space, and I know I can't add too much detail. Well, I've seen it done before, but those people are masters at micro painting. I'm not, so I made a blobby mess. I hope it conveys Gardevoir well. I added little sparkles to try and salvage it. And there they are.
Next.
The base is painted violet. I cover the whole thing. Then I blend a little yellow into one corner, cause the smoke will be on top of it and it's casting a little light. Now I can put it all together.
Success! Whoopee!
Once again, I have a couple sizing issues. The table is too big, which meant I couldn't fit the pillows into frame. They're still there, but way more in the back. And because the table's too big, Mime Jr. had to be pushed to the back also. I couldn't fit my mini little scene where Mime Jr. is spooked by the smoke. It's all muddled back there. Unfortunate, but at least the tarot cards look cool. Actually, everything on the table looks great. The main scene is between Ralts, Jirachi, and Esper anyway. Since that part looks good, I deem this a success. It's time to thank my beloved channel members. Thank you Doodlemoose, Ghosty Faye, Sunny Madoka, and Rowan Saltzman. I really truly appreciate your support in helping keep the channel running. Channel members get exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, early sneak peeks into my projects, and more. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more projects from me. But there we have it. Psychic type is now checked off the list. I'm slowly making my way through all the Pokemon types. Thank you all so much for sticking with me. I hope to see you again for the next Pokemon type sculpture, or any other project I decide to make. Stay tuned for next time!
Bye bye.